You know, but the thing is, when it comes to guys, you know, we all have a different idea about the type of woman that we want, right? Now coming back to me, you're saying how thick do I go? Fine, you might want medium thick, you might want extra thick.
What does that
But
even
then
mean?
it depends. She's talking about size.
Yeah, but what's
size?
But what's
So when you
medium
consider
thick?
who needs to know? Who needs to know?
No, I mean,
So-
I just want to know because like
and then thickness can mean so many different.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The curves, thickness. What is thickness to me? Thickness to me is maybe she needs to have a bit of a slim waist, but the curves needs to be there. You know, the
Your
back
thick legs.
axle has also to be there.
Back axle pan. And so like a car.
You know, but that's how most typical men will think when it comes to going out with a thick female or a thick lady.
Yeah.
But over the years, you grow up and then you come to realize that look, it's not really about the shape and the size, but it's about who the person is. What she has, what's inside of her that you really want to tap into.
So is it fair to say that most men they're saying that the ideal woman doesn't exist, so they would rather settle for the things that are not necessarily seen? Because you're saying that, I mean, I want tall, dark, handsome men, right?
Right.
And then everything else would follow. I mean, the thing that would make me sort of give my number or even give somebody the time of the day is there has to be some attraction. Let's just admit, right? And then once you start the conversations, you realize whether it's going to go anywhere or this is it. Do you understand what I'm saying?
But
then
what age are you talking about? When you were more like
I mean, even now, I'm talking about now.
Okay.
When I was younger, I used to like, if you can dance. Yeah. So, he dances, he can dance. Yeah. And he's like the popular boy in school. Like, that's the one.
Exactly.
Dance.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then obviously, then it started extending to grades. How smart is he and what not. But at least you have to be quite active, and that's the teenage years. That's it. Because you wanted the popular guy. Exactly. When you go to the school dance, you have to be able to dance. And like looking at you and like, that's
you're working with the guy, the best dancer.
I did a movie, Potato. Now my character divorced her husband and they decided to stay in the same house. They share the house. Now what Shirley did that was so amazing was the fact that the man's typical girl, ideal girl, is slim, tall, slim.
Right.
And his wife is the total opposite of the woman that And so you hear people in the cinema whispering, "No, that's real love," because it goes beyond just seeing the ideal woman in your head, but it goes beyond like seeing something else that would make you want to stay with this person. So then you consider that real love. So that's coming to what people are saying, that sometimes it's not the person that you ideally would like to be with, but maybe that is actually real love, because it's ideally that picture you have in your head. She doesn't check all the boxes, but you end up being the happiest person with this person.
Or you can end up with that ideal woman and then nothing really comes out of it.
So let's talk about when nothing really comes out of something like that.
This I want to hear.
Yes, let's talk about yours. Like your first.
No, but
it's not.
Wait, hold on one second.
Wait.
First of all, we didn't get something right. So when we spoke about ideal man,
Yes,
I figured that we were talking about just physical appearance. So we didn't go into any.
Madam, you had.
Madam,
no,
because I don't understand. No, because hold on.
Because PY went into the whole.
Now he's gone into it, and I'm thinking, okay, this is if we're looking at the entire, like, the 360.
That's what we.
The entire package.
I like that 360.
Yeah, the 360.
Yeah.
So not just the outside, but also the inside and the heart.
Right.
Then I'm still gonna say that personally.
Yeah.
I think you can find somebody who suits, like, the outside and the inside.
Yes.
So I still don't think you need to settle.
Compromise, yeah.
I still don't think you
So
need to
did you
compromise.
find that?
I don't think
everything?
I'll ever find everything.
Okay.
And the reason I'm saying that is because I myself have admitted that some of my requirements are kind of like, I won't say they're ridiculous.
They have a tall list.
It's a very tall list. And for you to meet even
But you
probably
like tall men,
halfway.
so tall lists goes to tall men.
Exactly, yeah, and I'm tall, so I can have short lists.
Right. So let's talk about when it didn't work. So let's say you did find somebody that could be damn near perfect or ideal. Not perfect, but ideal.
Okay, so as I was saying, I was talking earlier with one of the producers. I was saying that we grow, and so for me, when I was younger, as if I'm so old.
It's okay. You're still a young lady.
When I was younger, there are certain worldviews that I had that I do not have now. So I'm constantly like changing. And what I find in our society is that people love to hold on to tradition and culture so hard. And so for someone like me who is very like I'm very logical as a person, and so I'll change my mind if you bring facts to me and I can prove those facts. And so being with a lot of people who are born into a culture where people like to hold on to stuff, I can like you or love you, but once I see you're one of those people who hold on to a thing, even when it's not useful, even when the thing is dead, like our former president said, a dead goat, and you're still beating it, I get irritated. I'm like, because then you're not
the person hasn't gotten it out of their system.
No, but the thing is
it's still in there.
I love people who are intelligent.
Okay.
So for every man that I've broken up with, it's mostly been because you can't seem to change your mind on a certain thing.
How many breakups have you had?
A few.
Okay, so let's talk about...
it's usually me doing the walking out. So so for me, that's basically it. If it's like for now, like right now, the worldview that I have,
you're usually the one who...
I'm usually the one who walks out.
Because you get bored?
Not because I get
bored. They're not reinventing themselves?
Because you're not reinventing yourself, because you refuse to let, like, it's really important to me for somebody to be able to see a fact, hear it, prove it, and change their mind because the thing is redundant. And so if you can't do that, for me, I just feel like, so you're going to be stuck in
that's
that
the only thing, that's the deal breaker.
That's the deal breaker for me.
So the first relationship, let's talk a little bit about that.
My first relationship, I've always dated friends.
Okay.
So when I say I've always dated friends, what I mean is that I've always dated people that I've had a very good friendship with. Because I want my partner to be somebody I can talk to, joke with, be able to just be myself around the person. So I've always dated people like that, and so because of that, even after we break up, I'm usually still friends with them. I still see them, we still talk. My first relationship, I broke up really because I'd reached a stage where I felt like we didn't share the same values, period. And that happened because I was quite young. So I was about 19, and we broke up because I felt that I had changed, my worldview had changed drastically.
What informed your worldview?
So I read a lot. I'm a bookworm. I've always been a bookworm. My mom taught me how to read before I went to school. So I've been reading since I was like 3. So from the age of 3, I could go to a bookshelf, pick up a book and read, and then ask questions about it. So I'm always constantly informing myself, always constantly changing, learning new things, changing, relearning, unlearning different things. I think the first relationship was at a time when I had found myself as a person, because I was young. So I'd found myself as a person, and I felt that there's no way that this path that I'm going on, that I've chosen, the perception of life or the worldview on how things should be that this person holds won't be ideal for what I want to do. And so that's the reason that ended, because I just felt like this will not work.
So how do you end something like this? Do you write a letter?
No, you don't write a letter.
Send a text message.
Do you send a text message?
I don't
do you write a long email? Bookworms. I wonder how they break up with people.
A full essay.
Like, baby, there's a book on the shelf. Can you pick it and read it? It's speaking to you.
Means that I have a very extensive vocabulary.
Exactly.
I know how to express myself.
So how did you do it?
So
how long did you even think about it before you decided that it's time for me to tell this person that it's over?
So it was on and off for like a year, because I was just like getting really irritated by some of the things. I was just like, you know what, one day I just woke up, called him, said, come over to the house, and my family was around. So, because I've always had this, I watched this movie when I was really young, and this girl broke up with this guy, and Charlie, the beatings, it was serious, and it had scarred me for life. So
the guy beat the girl
because she had broken up. So that was one of the things that scarred me for life. And also I'd read stories of real life stories that actually happened like that. So I've always been a firm believer, if you're breaking up with someone, do it in a public place or do it when people are around. And so when I called him over, basically I just told him, I said, you know what, this, like, it's not working. Where I see myself going and where you are going, it's like we're on two completely different paths, and it's not going to work. So, but I mean, because we've had such a good friendship, we're still friends, we still banter, we still have our disagreements. However, like, it was a very cool breakup. I mean, I don't think I've ever had a very stressful breakup.
But this is the one you have a child with, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's not, and it's one of the reasons that it's actually been easier because I have a child with him.
Okay.
And because I have seen people destroy their children because they're beefing with their parent, the other parent.
But how do you think he took it? I mean, just don't speak for him.
I don't really know.
PY, if in a situation like this, if your girlfriend with big English comes to you and says,
first of all,
big vocabulary,
I'll ask her, where on that list did I get to? Do I need a ladder to climb up? But in front of your family, that's challenging.
No, they weren't actually like there. Oh no, they weren't actually there. I'm not that mean. No.
Oh, okay.
They were actually. I'm just saying they were in the house.
So at least we were afraid that Charlie, man, them go
around. Yes. Like they're there. They're just around.
But I think that is also a good point to check. You know, if you want to break up with someone, because in most cases, most guys will not take it lightly.
Why though, PY?
Oh, Charlie, but you are there with you for more than a year.
Yeah.
Joselyn, the way you did. Then you just drop me.
But it's
like
okay
that.
for you to drop me.
No, but I have no intention of dropping you.
No, okay, let's just flip the script.
So,
and you've dropped me.
And I've dropped you.
Yeah.
What was my reason why for dropping you?
Must there be a reason? Like she's saying, she's bored. You were
So-
not going the same
so
direction.
wait, I have
not bored. I mean, like, you're not going the same direction, right?
Well, then we can sit down and have a conversation.
But I don't want to
about
sit
it.
down and have the conversation.
You just want to walk away.
Yeah.
So just walk away just like that. No, Charlie, I won't take it that easy. I will show up at your office.
No.
Okay,
but
so wait. Let's you see.
That's harassment.